Вот теперь всем привет. Вот про эту игру я ничего не знаю, поэтому, судя по аннотации на сайте, вроде как это что-то интересное. Давайте посмотрим вместе. Это что-то типа, не знаю, отдаленно, наверное, это что-то типа этого. Господи, Фаренгейта. Не знаю. Ну, наверное, не факт. Посмотрим. Так, чтобы войти в особняк, нажмите Options. Нажимаем. У нас нет сохранений, потому что мы игру не запускали еще ни разу. Я запускаю ее первый раз сейчас. Так.
Stop! You're not getting anywhere with this, Von Borchert.
You know, I kind of get the same feeling, my dear Sarah. Listen. Nothing. Not a sound. No one's coming to save you.
That's what you think. The Golden Order knows exactly where we are.
By the time your ridiculous secret society turns up, I'll be long gone. As for you, nothing will remain of your body.
If you touch a single hair on my mother's head, I'll skin you alive.
You know, Louis, I have no intention of beating your dear mother. There are more persuasive ways of making you talk. You've stolen something from me that I intend to get back. Where have you hidden it?
Von Borchert, you can't sell that book on the black market anymore. This is finished.
We know you're planning on selling at one of Lord Mortimer's parties. All right? Just tell us who the buyer is and we can make a deal.
You've no idea of the trouble you've gotten yourselves into. Oh, but you will tell me where it's hidden. I can promise you that.
Stop annoying our host, Louis. Son, didn't what happened to you in Rome teach you anything?
Just a few more minutes and my concoction will be ready. With this, your bodies will dissolve in less than 4 hours. You'll see. It loosens tongues in no time.
You know, I have to admit, Mother, the only thing you've ever taught me is that damn motto of yours. Always remain rational. And open. I got it. I've opened our shackles.
Draw him over here. I'll take care of him.
Von Borchert! Von Borchert!
Hmm?
Listen. Let's make a deal. I'll tell you where the book is if you let my mother go free.
Oh, what are you playing at?
Don't worry, Mother.
You want to play the hero. Pity you're not in any position to do so. For the last time. Where is Al-Azif?
Let me do this. Trust me.
Давайте доверимся
Please.
матушке.
Be my guest, Mother.
Well done, Louis. You reacted perfectly.
How do you feel, Mother?
Couldn't be better. He's alive, so I can question him after we get back. Pity he's just a middleman. Means I haven't finished with this case.
Oh, I had a feeling you'd be running off on one of your adventures again, Mother. You know what? I'm warning you. This time, I'm coming with you.
No, Even though you impress me more and more, I have to do this on my own.
Mother, you're no spring chicken anymore.
Come on, let's go home. And don't forget to send our men to tend to von Borchardt.
Там вроде как в аннотации было написано, что мать его пропала, она поехала на какой-то остров и пропала, и он приезжает для того, чтобы ее, собственно говоря, спасти, найти, вообще выяснить, что с ней случилось. Вот. Поэтому как бы...
Well done, Mother. You just had to pick up von Burchardt's trail on your own, didn't you? You ditch me in Paris with no explanation, and off you go to infiltrate one of the world-renowned receptions of this Lord Mortimer? And now he writes me to say that you've gone missing on his private island? Which, by the way, looks more like a big rock than a paradise island.
Ага. Игра идет по эпизодам. Она уже давно вышла, конечно. Эпизоды тоже все есть.
The least he could do is explain to me how he managed to lose you. In any case, it is time for you to stop all this, Mother. It no longer suits your age. Well, I'm sure I'll find you once again, slogging through the caves beneath the island, searching for some long-lost mystical object that you just can't live without. I'm already hating this trip, and all I've done is think
Contrary
about
to
it.
what one may be able to imagine, it was not the host himself who invited me.
Well now, Duchess, we find ourselves both invited by Sir Horn.
Well, how very amusing. Perhaps we have some common interests, Your Eminence. Is this your first time at one of Lord Mortimer's legendary parties?
Oh no, we have been friends since long ago. But as I'm doing some business with Sir Horn, the invitation came from him.
Well, I simply can't wait for all the festivities to begin.
And you, good sir, what brings you here?
А время не идет, я могу...
Lord Mortimer asked me to join him. We have some business to take care of.
Oh, how mysterious. You adapt quickly, my son. You get along here like a fish in water. Would you believe that we are all here hoping to solve our personal issues? You'll see.
Right. I doubt that you came here to look for your mother, Your Eminence.
Anyway, consider yourself fortunate, young man, because there are many who dream of simply one day setting foot on this island, and only a very few ever make it. Indeed, I imagine this must be your first time here.
And you, Duchess? You seem to be quite accustomed to things here. Am I right?
I do not think that one can ever get accustomed to what Lord Mortimer prepares for his guests. But you are right. This is not the first time I've been on this wharf.
If you've come back again, I imagine you must find it to be of some interest.
Here, everything is possible if you make the right choices. It really is up to you whether you leave better off or not.
Please excuse me if you find me overly curious, young man. I did not mean to cause you any embarrassment. Come, Duchess. They are waiting for us.
We're moving, Monsieur de Richet, if you would like to join us.
I'm coming, Duchess.
A cardinal? A duchess? I wonder if all the guests here are this prestigious. If I'd known, I would have gone for a better suit.
Are you all right?
Mother? Oh shit, your hand!
So,
Okay, it's done.
Did you put it in a safe place?
Yes. I made sure no one was following me. Don't worry, Sarah. No one's going to find it.
Are you absolutely sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Right. Just one thing left to do.
No, Mother! No! Don't!
What? Have you lost your mind?
There's no other way.
If you kill me, you won't find it.
That is the point, my dear. No one must ever put their hands on it again.
No. But I trusted you.
No, Sarah! Don't! No! No! You can run if you want to, Sarah, but you will pay. Hugh.
Louis, are you all right? What's going on? Here, take this.
I'm sorry.
Keep it. Are you better?
I'm fine. Don't worry. It's getting late. Why don't you go on ahead and I'll catch up with you, okay?
Are you sure?
Yes! I'm sorry. I'm sure, yes.
Fine.
Пока вообще ничего не понятно.
I definitely have to find Mother quickly.
Am I going crazy or what? This can't be real. The Duchess arrived with me. What's happening to me, for God's sake? I absolutely need to find you, Mother.
Это так типа исторического детектива, потому что здесь будут разные исторические личности.
Louis, during the trip, I had something I wanted to ask you, but we didn't happen to run into each other.
Yes, Duchess?
I'm not sure if you remember, but we've met before. At that time, you were of two minds as to your choice of career. Tell me, what have you been up to since?
Так. Дипломат, душа любой компании, очень красноречив, тактичен и убедителен. Так. Угу. Так. Угу. Все остальные развития тоже... остальные навыки тоже можно открыть, но они будут стоить дороже. Так, оккультист. Мастер обмана. Готов идти по головне. Так. Ага. Детектив. Но по логике вещей нам нужен детектив. Вот, смотрите, допрос, бдительность, психология, ловкость и логика. Манипулирование, оккультизм, эрудиция, наука, хитрость. Так. Политика, этикет, языкознание, убеждение, уклонение. Ага. Но вообще все три нам нужны по логике вещей. Но если это детективная история, то нам, конечно, бы хорошо вот это. Но с другой стороны, там куча будет этих исторических личностей. Я сегодня просто мастер разговора. Политики там всякие, да, то есть как бы по логике вещей, политика, этикет, убеждения нам бы пригодились. И манипулирование нам нужно, и хитрость нам нужна, и эрудиция. Давайте дипломата возьмем. Так. Ага. Угу, угу. Вы получаете одно очко навыка благодаря прошлым поступкам. Ага. Ладно, хорошо. Так, вот, можно их выучить, да? Ну ладно. Так, а сколько у нас очков? 3 очка, господи. Так. Языкознание нам нужно, там вроде как будут какие-то загадки с языками. Если мы будем владеть этим навыком, мы можем типа что-то там угадать. И это все я прочитала Когда я думала, покупать игру или нет, я прочитала аннотацию и почитала отзывы. Так, ну давайте, наверное, убеждение возьмем. Я чувствую себя, как будто я в Skyrim начинаю играть. Мне нужно убеждение. Потому что я пойду убивать дракона. Да. Политика. Угу. А я могу Ага. А, могу, подождите. Нет, убрать все очки. Так, я могу, да. Окей. Так. Учитывая, что я слепая, никогда ничего не вижу, нам нужна бдительность, чтобы хотя бы он их видел. Ну ладно, сейчас посмотрим, что еще есть. О как. Ладно, давайте мы возьмем все-таки убеждение. Они все открывают? А, нет. Так. Не знаю, для чего нам это. Ну и... Нет, подожди, нет. Вот так. Вот так. И, наверное, вот так.
Well, I've devoted myself to the interests of France to the best of my abilities. A few years ago, I had a brush with some of your fellow countrymen.
Counter-revolutionaries, I'd imagine.
Exactly. They got away, thanks to a little diversion I came up with to keep the sans-culottes away. Believe me, they came close to adorning the walls of the catacombs of Paris.
So that young French diplomat was you? The mercy you showed the agents of the Queen roused the admiration of the court. Few would have let them leave France alive.
Duchess, I'm surprised that anyone still remembers.
Well, they say I have the memory of two people. But please, call me Emily.
Fine, Emily. Tell me, I was actually helped on that case by my mother. You wouldn't know her by any chance?
Wait, Louis. We've already met. You do remember me, don't you?
Please excuse me, madam. I'm sure we've met before, but I don't remember where.
I appreciate your honesty, even if it's not very flattering for me.
I imagine that with your beauty, madam, it's the first time a man hasn't remembered your face.
Well, I must say you make up for yourself rather elegantly.
Please stop torturing me. I'm completely at your mercy. Where have we met?
4 years ago, in London?
No. Sorry, I don't remember.
In the office of William Pitt. Remember? No?
I'm so sorry, Emily, but I really don't remember you.
Let's drop it, Louis. It doesn't matter. Right, time to go to the manor.
Так,
I ask her a question, she answers with another. Is she playing with me?
Так, личность. Каждый человек, с которым вы знакомитесь на острове, обладает своим характером. К одним навыкам он может проявлять устойчивость, к другим слабость. Используйте его сильные и слабые стороны. Столкнувшись с устойчивостью, вы потерпите неудачу и почувствуете возможность почувствуете измождение. А воспользуясь слабостью, верните одно потраченное очко действия. Чтобы узнать, к чему ваши собеседники проявляют устойчивость или слабость, откройте в меню вкладку «Журнал». Ой. Так. Так. У меня книжка лежит перед телевизором, я не вижу ничего. Правильно, уроним пульт, действительно. А чё бы нет? А зачем нам пульт? Так. Так. Устойчивость, она устойчива к логике. Подожди. Ага. Честно говоря, мне очень лениво читать. Так, неизвестно, неизвестно. Ладно, давайте тогда.
Please excuse my insisting, but you still haven't answered about my mother. Do you know her?
You'll see, Louis. Everybody here knows Sarah de Richet.
I don't know where we're going like this, Emily, but you're connected to my mother one way or another. And if I can believe my vision, you don't have much of a place in her heart.
Так, а я здесь могу что-то... Вот. Так, горшочек меда.
Great, honey. Must be an incredible view from up there. Impossible to set foot on the island without being seen from 300 meters away.
Так. Хорошо. На самом деле хорошего мало, но... Подожди, а здесь что? А можно...
Good evening, sir. May I ask your name, please?
Louis Moras de Richet.
Monsieur de Richet. Delighted to welcome you among us, sir. You must be Sarah de Richet's son. I must tell you we are doing our utmost to find your mother as quickly as possible.
What can you tell me about the disappearance of my mother?
2 weeks have passed since Sir's mother went missing. All the staff here have since been busy searching every nook and cranny of the island. But Sir may rest assured, we shouldn't be long in finding her.
And just what have you found so far?
It would seem that Sir's mother may be hiding on the island and regularly changing her location. But no one seems to know why she would find this behavior necessary.
What do you mean?
On several occasions, we have found leftovers of food, a few of her things, or even traces of campsites. The reason why we're searching the wharf again is because lights were spotted there last night.
Where we are now?
Indeed, sir. According to our information, lights were seen in the middle of the night, sir. After verification, none of the guests seem to have left the manor last night. We think that perhaps Sir's mother was here.
Хорошо.
Did anyone see anything else?
Unfortunately not, sir.
Надо будет
Only
переместить
lights were seen
меня
by servants of
туда.
the manor, sir. And as I was saying, sir, all the guests were asleep, and no one seems to have noticed anything at all. We seem to have found an object that would appear to belong to Sir's mother. A handkerchief. The handkerchief is embroidered with the initials SDR. We came to the conclusion that they are the initials of Sir's mother, Sarah de Richet. I have orders to give it to Lord Mortimer as soon as I see him.
I know my mother. She's not the kind to go for a midnight stroll on the wharf for nothing. I've got to find out what the hell she was doing here.
Where exactly did you find the handkerchief?
On the landing dock, sir. The one you arrived by.
That handkerchief belongs to me. Please hand it over now.
But, sir,
I'll speak directly to your master about it. It will be a very long conversation.
Где? А почему? А, просто слуги. Окей.
Please, take it. On that note, I must leave you, sir. There is still much to prepare in order to welcome all the guests.
It is indeed your handkerchief, Mother. You must have come here for a specific reason. I need to know what it is. Let's think. What could she have been doing out
Так,
here on this
подожди,
wharf?
я могу бегать. Я могу бегать. Да, так.
Looks like the barrel's been broken for quite some time.
Так. Мед.
Some rope. Apparently no one's touched it for a good long time.
Подожди.
Let's see what's hidden inside.
Ах.
Let's look.
А, я хотела нижнее.
The address is 50 Bedford Square, London.
Вот это. О.
An address in Cairo, Egypt. Mortimer communicates with the whole world, apparently. This envelope is meant for the Vatican.
Эх.
This name sounds familiar.
Вот, да, вот эти все навыки, а у нас еще ничего нет.
No. Can't seem to place it.
Так.
Hôtel de Cluny, Rue de Mathurin, Paris. I guarantee this letter is for my mother. The address is a hideout for the Golden Order. If you write anyone over there, you have to watch out in case someone's reading your mail. But who is this Samuel Ritter d'Auchois? Let's see what's inside this letter. So,
Dear Samuel, my stay on Lord Mortimer's island is going wonderfully well. As I find myself in such charming company, I plan to stay a few more weeks. Would you be so kind as to send me a gift that I'd like to give to our old friend Manuel Godoy? I would be most grateful. I have been told that he's going to join us here soon. I would like to mark the occasion. Thank you in advance. Yours devotedly, Sarah Faustine de Richet.
what is your game here, Mother? Secrets, always more secrets. You've never talked to anyone using language like this. Something's going on here. Who is this Samuel Ritter? And for crying out loud, who is this Manuel Godoy that you keep bringing up? Think. Godoy. Manuel Godoy. Why does that name sound so familiar? It's coming back to me. Godoy is the head of the Spanish government. He was appointed by King Charles IV, if I'm not mistaken. Rumor has it that he's very close to the Queen. Too close. Much too close. But hey, that's none of my business. He has a reputation of being upright and proud, very attached to the aristocracy, and close to Louis XVI.
Так. Устойчивость, этикет. Хорошо.
Well, hope we meet to talk about it soon, Mother. I don't know what you've gotten yourself into this time, but I'll bet you've got a lot to tell me.
На самом деле интересно. Угу. Так, что это такое? Ага.
A lantern. Nothing special.
Отправляйте искателей, отправляйтесь в особняк. Давайте еще поищем, на самом деле интересно. Вот как бы, если она была здесь, она же не просто бы дама, да, стала прятаться по острову.
Let's look. The address is 50 Bedford Square,
Она
London.
досмотрела, да? Да.
It's too badly written. I can't make out the address. The addressee's in Sao Paulo, Brazil. That reminds me. It's about time the order sent some envoys there. A letter written in an Oriental language.
Да.
This letter's in Japanese.
Пригодилось.
It's addressed to a certain Kei Shotaro in Tokyo. Probably a Dutchman. An
address in Cairo, Egypt.
Ну мы, в принципе, мы всех посмотрели, да? Здесь, значит, больше ничего нет. Во всяком случае, мы знаем, что мы знаем японский. Так, хорошо. То, что могло быть здесь, мы нашли. Так, где мы что-то еще не нашли?
A sack of seeds. It's unopened. No one seems to have used any. Looks like a bar from an old gate. This miserable old bar has been broken fairly recently. The edges are still clean, and the tip is blackened. Without analysis to the contrary, I put my money on cannon powder. This might just come in handy.
Я прям даже не знаю.
This chest might belong to Duchess Hillsborough.
Мне все время вот эти отцветы, кажется, что там что-то... Вот сюда я хотела изначально пойти. Вот, кажется, то, что отломали.
Locked. I'll never get it open barehanded.
Как он бы, интересно, хитростью это сделал?
Clearly, I'm not much for manual labor. Let's see if I can get it open another way.
Да он уже пытался. Да, я зря это нажал. Надо отойти. Там вон такая дырища, а он такой худой, он там спокойно пролез. Так, ладно, хорошо. Но у нас как бы нет ничего. Пока что. Ладно, хорошо. Да. Так, ну для чего тогда пруд? Подожди, что это такое?
Wooden floorboard. Probably comes from this part of the wharf. The wood is slightly eaten away, of course, but it still would have been fine if it weren't smashed. Probably comes from this part of the wharf. The wood is slightly eaten away, of course, but it still would have been fine if it weren't smashed.
Логику надо было качать. Логику. Поздняк метаться. Пошли в особняк. Хотя там ничего хорошего нас, вероятно, не ждет. Что это такое? Я думала, он что-то подберет. Красиво.
How did Mortimer manage to build his manor at the top of a rocky outcrop? Impressive.
Ah, my son. I was looking for you.
What can I do for you, Your Eminence?
I wanted to ask you. You are the son of Sara de Ricci, aren't you? You see, your mother and I were supposed to meet here on this very spot. I was supposed to hand her a very important envelope. But I haven't seen her.
If only Mother had told me why she was coming here. Anyway, I ought to take the envelope. It might have something to do with her disappearance. Listen, if it will help, you can always give it to me.
Так, в ходе разговора вам необходимо преодолеть несколько этапов и завоевать доверие собеседника. Исход противостояния окажет непосредственное влияние на развитие сюжета, поэтому не забывайте пользоваться навыками. Во время противостояния на экране будут отображаться символы, которые подскажут, насколько вы были убедительны. Замечательно.
Thank you, my son. I'll bear that in mind. I'd rather deal with her directly. Don't take it personally. Would you happen to know if your mother has arrived yet?
Certainly, Your Eminence. Mother got here some time ago. I was hoping to find her when I arrived, but given the hour, she must be asleep by now.
Right. I shall see her tomorrow.
By the way, Your Eminence, I wasn't aware you knew my mother.
Ah, if you only knew, my son. I hold your mother in the highest regard. She has rendered great service to the church, and her help is invaluable. I hope that you will follow in her footsteps.
If only she had told me where she was headed.
Nonetheless, our exchanges have always been discreet, and I should like them to remain as such. If your mother wishes to speak to you about us one day, I will not mind if she does so.
That is very commendable. But since we work together on a daily basis, it's surely just an oversight.
Most certainly. You said you work together. What do you do exactly?
Так.
Mother passed her passion for art to me. Ancient art. Very ancient.
I didn't know your mother was an art lover.
Mainly pre-Christian objects, which are believed to have unique properties.
Well, how interesting. Now that you mention it, I can indeed imagine Sarah getting interested in that.
All the same,
Wow,
it
я
bothers me to
молодец.
see you in a quandary, Your Eminence. Is there any other solution? Look, if it's of any help, you can always leave your envelope with me, and I'll give it to her as soon as I see her.
I hesitate. Up till now, we have always dealt with her in person, and that has always been successful.
Так, третий этап.
Do you think I should give it to you?
Так.
Don't worry, Your Eminence.
Не надо
Your
говорить,
secret
что
is safe
мы не
with me.
знаем, где она.
You know my mother's reputation. As her son, I will defend the de Richet's word with the same fervor.
I would expect nothing less. Listen to me, my child. If I give you the letter, can you promise me before God that no one other than your mother will read it?
Так, последний этап противостояния. На последнем этапе вы должны убедить своего собеседника, выбрав нужную реплику. Если вы дадите неправильный ответ, это будет повторяться до тех пор, пока вы не сделаете верный выбор и не совершите максимально допустимое количество ошибок. Ага.
I swear by the Almighty
как бы.
God to honor the promise that no one but my mother shall cast her gaze upon your letter.
Good. Listen,
Это было легко.
let's stop there. I'm going to tell you a secret, Monsieur de Richet. Your mother and I are organizing the escape of a large number of French priests who face a massacre organized by the accursed Republican tribunals. The church is literally being bled like a beast. Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine. She has made the services of your order available to us by organizing the priests' safe passage across the borders. Even if she does not share all our convictions, she always provided assistance. Young man, you can be proud to be her son. Be it only for her sake. Always respect your name. Here, the letter I spoke of. It includes a list of about 15 names ready for departure. Be quick. Remember to tell Sarah when you see her that time is short.
Well played. I'll decide later when I'm alone whether to look at what it contains.
Угу. Ну, это было понятно. Так, внимательно осматриваться по сторонам. Там стоят два мужика. Осматриваться по сторонам будем здесь. Та-та-та-та-та-та.
Blind Oedipus. Blinded himself. What a tragic destiny.
Судя по всему, это должна быть интересная игра, слушайте. Банка якорцев. Настоящая эмпатия. Ага. Так, кстати. Так, а как ловкость повысить? И вот это тоже. Села, пасо. Как-то ловкость-то... Вот, подождите, вот. Ловкач. Так. Журнал, вот. Так. Устойчивость. Этикет. Может, про что-то еще выяснили, нет? Ну ладно. Так. Нашли бутылочку чего-то. И некую лестницу. Та-та-та-та-та-та-та. Какой прекрасный день. Бежим, бежим. Мы тут просто гуляем, да, осматриваемся. Милый дом у вас, очень милый дом. Мне нужно подойти к тому столу в любом случае. Подожди. Ну, видимо, мне нужно подойти к тому столу. На нем что-то лежит.
Lives of the Noble Greeks and Romans by Plutarch, a biography of the great men.
Хотела сказать... так, по мере прохождения вы будете черпать задания из литературных трудов. Перед началом каждого задания вы сможете выбрать манускрипт и получить очки навыков. Сейчас мы будем слушать пищание котика, потому что я решила, что ей срочно нужно попищать. Подожди, а и что я должна с этим сделать? Мед, якорцы. Ага. Ну ладно.
I thought my chimney was big, but this one is beyond belief.
It's the least one can say. I've been longing for a warm fire for ages.
Since I set foot on the island, I haven't ventured more than 2 yards away from it.
Have you also just arrived?
Oh, late morning, I'd say.
Louis, come join us. Monsieur, may I introduce you to Monseigneur His Eminence, Cardinal Piaggi. He joins us straight from Rome.
Oh, just call me Your Eminence. It's simpler.
George Washington, President of the United States of America.
Delighted at last to make your acquaintance, Mr. President.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. President. Louis Moras de Riche. It is an honor to meet you.
Young man, let's keep it simple, please. Let us forget our fancy titles. Nice to meet you, Louis.
I should imagine you never thought you'd be in such company.
I must admit that I didn't. It's the first time that I've ever met so many illustrious personalities.
And you haven't seen anything yet. Generally, when Lord Mortimer organizes one of his receptions, there are over a dozen people here.
They can't all be here yet. And you'll see, most of the time there's only the upper crust.
And I noticed you were already getting to know His Eminence at the entrance. It's the perfect place to build up a network. What were you talking about, if you forgive my indiscretion?
Believe me, she's not that special. His Eminence was asking me for my opinion about the style of the main door. I have to admit, this place certainly doesn't lack panache.
It's simply stupefying.
Oh, pity. No scrumptious gossip or juicy tidbits, unmentionable secrets, or even money matters. But you'll see, it will come. Despite all the goodwill in the world, you can't stop people scheming left and right around here.
Speak for yourself, sir.
Well, my friends, do any of you know the reason why we're here this time?
Not in the slightest. As for me, I've been invited by Sir Holm, a close friend of Lord Mortimer, but I do not know the reason why.
You see, Louis, every time Lord Mortimer organizes a reception, he always finds a moment to set up a chat with all the guests.
During which time we remake the world.
Accompanied by gallons of absinthe and cussing. I'll leave you to imagine the result.
So, if I understand rightly, Monsieur de Richet, you've come out here to join your mother. For what reason, exactly?
Lord Mortimer asked me to drop everything and come find my mother, who seems to have disappeared during her stay here.
Ah.
I took the first boat, and here I am.
I'm so sorry.
Don't be, sir. It's not your fault.
Seriously, though, I know your mother well. Stay behind with me afterwards, and we'll take a moment to speak about her.
Good Lord. Washington is wearing the emblem of the Grand Master of the Golden Order. It's the highest distinction of the Order in the United States. It puts him on par with my mother. He must really know his stuff when it comes to the occult.
Good evening, my friends.
Holy shit. That's the man from my vision.
An urgent case has delayed our host, Lord Mortimer. He can't be present this evening, and he sends his deepest apologies.
He's asked me here and he hasn't even turned up? Great start.
And now, my dear guests, a light meal is served in the small salon. For those who would like to, you're invited to follow me into the next room.
My dear fellow, you must have read my thoughts. I shall follow.
We'll have to be careful not to make too much noise. One of Lord Mortimer's guests is relaxing.
Oh, we shall be quiet.
Don't take it the wrong way, Sir Holm, but I have already eaten. Thus, I shall be happy to remain by the fireside.
If you don't mind, Gregory, I should like to keep Mr. Washington company.
Please feel at home. And you, sir?
If I stay with Washington, we'll be able to speak about my mother. But on the other hand, I'd like to learn more about this home. I saw him in my vision. Let's see what Washington has to say. Sir, if you don't mind, I shall stay here.
Do exactly as you please, young man.
Louis, thank you for staying. Just like you, when I arrived this morning, I found out that Sarah had gone missing. I know your mother well. Don't worry. Emily is from the English branch of the Golden Order.
And President Washington is in fact the leader of the Order in the United States.
I didn't know.
Sorry to have made you wait, but I didn't want to speak in front of the others.
You did well. Secrecy and discretion are the pillars of our organization.
If I can help in any way at all, please don't hesitate to ask, my lad. And if you have any other questions, now's the time.
Mother has always had a fascination for Lord Mortimer, but has never wanted to tell me why.
Lord Mortimer is a remarkable man. He's wealthy and is advisor to the very highly placed. Your mother is the head of the Order in France. It doesn't surprise me that he asked her to come.
Lord Mortimer greatly contributed to financing my electoral campaign, for example. But I want this to be clear, without ever seeking to gain an advantage.
And that is to his credit.
Yes, you can trust him. He will do everything in his power to help you find Sarah.
Mr. Washington, you seem to be very familiar with my mother.
Блин, правда, я закрываю там какие-то эти, да? Там что-то же за моей головой, вон там, вот там. Вот. Мою руку, вот. Вот там что-то есть же, вот. Неудобно. В общем.
Where did you first meet her?
I met Sarah during the War of Independence on American soil. She was introduced to me by a mutual acquaintance, and I must say that her sound advice prevented me from making some terrible mistakes. She may not be a soldier, but believe me, she deserves a statue as much as Lafayette does.
Well, I didn't see that one coming. There's no doubt Mother has many secrets that are still hidden. Right. Would it be too much if I asked you a few more questions?
Not at all. Go ahead. But I can't promise I'll remember everything.
May I ask, when you saw each other, what did you talk about? So, my mother was with...
Это было логично, да, что он с
During the
политикой?
American Revolution. Did you talk about politics?
Yes.
Не осталось ни
In
одной.
spite of her young age, she defended our cause with enthusiasm.
Did she go to the front line like your fa...
Так, где Вашингтон?
Gunner, Molly Pitcher?
Yes, in a way.
The role given to women in your war was a great step forward.
Lee, I'm impressed. Few people know about the legend of Molly, so you don't know the true story. Molly Pitcher is a character invented by Sarah. She persuaded me to use a heroic female figure, an American Joan of Arc, if you will. It enabled us to gain a few thousand extra fighters, and it was all thanks to your mother.
I didn't know that. Thank you, sir. I was hoping to speak with Lord Mortimer. At least now I have some information, thanks to you.
I repeat, Lord Mortimer is a man of his word. You won't be disappointed. And I am persuaded that your mother's research is his main concern.
Mother still is at the head of the Golden Order. I find it difficult to believe that she came to this island without notifying the other members.
As for myself, I did not know. I am here at the request of Sir Holm, a situation regarding the Crown of England to resolve, and to see what Lord Mortimer has to propose to us.
As for me, Lord Mortimer asked me here to speak about the future of America. I did not know that your mother would even be among us. In any case, no one has yet mentioned associating the Order.
We haven't found many clues yet.
Don't worry, Louis. I'm sure nothing bad has happened to her.
Yes, I hope
Как
not.
бы вряд ли. Я думаю, что ничего хорошего с ней тоже не случилось.
Careful, they're coming back.
Well, I am impressed with all this splendor.
But don't spend too much time with Mr. Washington, my dear, or you'll lose your pretty accent. You seem to be intrigued by that statue.
Absolutely. It is remarkable.
Lord Mortimer is fond of atypical works of art. I won't disguise the fact that I find it all a little megalomaniacal. But I must say, he does have some outstanding pieces.
Sir Holm, who was that young lady with you?
Elizabeth Adams, Mr. President. She would have liked to have stayed with us, but the poor thing is exhausted.
Elizabeth Adams?
Miss Adams is here to rest. You have perhaps already come across her in the corridors. She arrived a few days ago.
I perceived her, but we weren't introduced.
Rest assured, she is not here for the same reasons as yourself. Consequently, I'm counting on your indulgence. On that note, it's very late. You must be exhausted. The servant will accompany you to your rooms.
Эй! Дайте посмотреть на эту Элизабет Адамс. Что у нее с прической?
Ladies, gentlemen, I bid you all good night. Mr. President, Your Eminence, Duchess, you have the same rooms as usual. You, Monsieur de Richet, will find your room at the end of the corridor.
Well, my friends, I am bone tired. I am off to my bed. See you in the morning.
Good night, sir. I shall do likewise.
Louis, I shall see you in the morning. Sleep well.
Good night. See you tomorrow. Oh man, it's been quite a day. Right. Where is my room?
Он сказал в конце коридора. Коридоров здесь 2. Так, подожди, я хочу спуститься, там кое-что. А, я не могу спуститься. Ну ладно. Так, подожди, что это такое?
Monsieur Napoléon Bonaparte. Monsieur Jacques Perru.
Так, хорошо, но я пока не буду
Golden
тратить.
elixir. I'll keep it for later.
Главное не заблудиться. Мне сюда пока нельзя. Так. Сюда мне нельзя. Ладно, давайте вернемся назад, потому что я так полагаю, что мы не в ту сторону пошли.
Monsieur Napoléon Bonaparte.
Наполеон? Серьезно? Обалдеть.
Monsieur Jacques Perru.
Так. Я что-то первый раз даже не посмотрела. Так.
Duchess Emily Hillsborough. Duke Manuel Godoy. Huh, that's me. Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
Дверь вообще не активна.
President George Washington.
Ладно, пойдемте в комнату. Вряд ли мы что-то здесь еще найдем, правильно? Раз как бы по логике вещей... А, мы читали, да?
George Washington.
Да, я подумала, что это что-то стоит на этом. Ну ладно, так. документ. Это хорошо. Так, кто? А вот, это наша вот. Наша вот.
That's me. Right. So what shall I do with this letter? It might be about my mother's disappearance. But if I open it, I'll be betraying Biaggi's trust. What should I do?
Может быть, нет. Но надо либо сейчас, либо распечатать, либо не распечатать.
Damn. Can't wait to open it, but I gave my word to Biaggi, so too bad. I'll wait until I hand it to Mother. Wow. Nice room. Mortimer sure doesn't do things halfway. Carmelite water. They say that if you drink this, it gives you a real boost. Saint Jerome and the Angel. Yet again, art with political undertones with an image of a saint hearing voices. Saturn devouring his son. Again? I saw the same theme in the hall. I wouldn't like to be his son. Judith beheading Holofernes. Ironic in a way, when you know that the artist represented herself as Judith beheading her mentor, who had raped her. Saint Francis of Assisi in ecstasy, before superior voices. It always amuses me to see how art gets used for propaganda purposes. The conversion of St. Paul, like Caravaggio. It's incredible. It doesn't look like a copy, but I was sure the original was in Rome.
Нужно хитрость было бы прокачать, конечно. Так, давай сначала все осмотрим.
Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here. Lovely lectures Mortimer is giving to his guests. Very jolly.
Так, а здесь что-нибудь? Нет, да? Хорошо, пойдем на балкон. А, смотри-ка, это... Это ведет еще к кому-то. Где спальня? Дверь в спальню, кажется, здесь, да? Ага. Книгу? Угу. Ну ладно, а я какую-то книгу пропустила. Так, я могу что-то прокачать. Давайте посмотрим. Что я могу прокачать? Мне нужно ловкость прокачивать. Где у нас ловкость? Так, у меня еще 2 навыка. Так, Так, подожди, я ж прокачивала. Да. Ну. Угу. Убеждение и уклонение. Давайте убеждение почитаем.
Your turn? The servants are not very efficient.
Durocher can't be far away. They'll find her soon. Their search time is restricted, given that they must keep an eye on Adams.
I can take care of her, you know.
Yes. Well, in any case, I do thank you for bringing her to the island.
From what I've understood, the search of Durocher's room hasn't turned up any results.
Not yet, no. But we've put her son in there. Perhaps he'll find something.
That might come in handy.
Louis grows impatient at not yet having met the famous Lord Mortimer.
He will meet him tomorrow.
Oh, what a pity to lose a knight at the start of the game. Are you waiting for someone?
A young French soldier.
During our game of chess?
Don't worry, Gregory. The game won't disappear. I'll have one of my men escort you back.
Don't trouble yourself. I know my way out.
Good evening, gentlemen. Please forgive me for this late hour.
It is never too late, and we have much to discuss. One last move?
Don't worry. Our games always seem to end like this.
Or always start like this. Come, take a seat, my friend.
Какие-то его накрывают непонятные эти.
A little nighttime stroll, Mr. President?
There's nothing like it for a good night's sleep.
Do not hesitate to ask a servant to show you back.
The corridors seem quite safe.
Peppermint, lime flower, and valerian. My miracle remedy when one can't get to sleep. A very good night to you, Mr. President.
Thank you. And to you too, sir.
Он к нему, походу, пришел.
I'm coming.
Так, мне только... вот. Ладно, давайте тогда продолжим в следующий раз. На самом деле интересно. Ничего не очень понятно, что вообще произошло, да, как бы пропала его мать, но никаких зацепок пока что. Как мы могли пропустить книгу на причале, мне непонятно. Но, в принципе, в целом, пока, на самом деле, интересно, да, я думаю, что эту игру, похоже, я все-таки пройду до конца достаточно быстро. В последнее время как-то вот после Last of Us не играется ни во что. Вроде столько игр не пройдено, ни во что не играется. Но это, во всяком случае, было лучше, чем вчера. Ладно, ставьте пальчики вверх, если вам понравилось, или пальчики вниз, если вам не понравилось. Спасибо, что смотрели, и пока-пока.